Hello and welcome to my stream. I'm going to work on a big topic. I know it doesn't seem so big. I know it doesn't seem that big or crazy. But I want to get to 10,000 subscribers this year. If I don't, if I get to 100 subscribers, I'd be happy. I so want to get 10,000 subscribers. If I get to 10,000 subscribers, I'll dump myself in cold water. Ugh. I hope people actually see my YouTube channel. Oh, interesting. Please, I so want to be successful. But if I can't get that, I don't know what. Wait a second. Hold up. Wait a minute. Damn, that's a long pause time. I'm watching myself. I'm not even joking. This is so funny. I'm not even joking. I'm laughing inside of my brain. This is like the funny I'm not even joking about that. I am like, this is hilarious. I am right now texting myself. Damn, how loud. That's a good a second and a half second. I, that's, oh yeah, that is great graphics. Beautiful here. Over to the other page. Absolutely garbage. Hang on. I gotta head back here and share my screen. um, that's not happening. That is trippy to be looking at. Oh, so beautiful here. And if I go here, absolute trash. That is such terrible. That is bad. Bad. I had to make a sheep joke there. I had to pause that there because I cannot at all. Oh, just gonna stick that there for now. Channel upload it 0%. That is just sad. Edit draft. No, that doesn't need to be done. I am doing terrible right now. Anyone who joins this random live stream, please head down and click the big red button for me. It'll make me so much happier. Because I am right now looking at my analytics, and it's just sad. Hell, not even good YouTubers have so much more subscribers. God damn it. God damn it. That just sucks. Absolute donkey balls. I would be canceled for that. Good. That one would get me canceled entirely. Alright. I'm gonna show you my channel analytics. You see that? I've already have 3 subscribers, 1 view in the last 48 hours. Right down here. Time, watch time, hours, 0.4. 120% more than the previous 28 days. 100% more. Not less than previous 28 days. I just took emotional damage right there. Like, come on. I try and read the comments. Okay. At Sally Gerard replied to the closest person to it will make you famous. Replied, oh. And at user dash KQ8VG6TR3K in the same video replied to it as nobody. I'm gonna do a support on you know, someone who kills people who are trying to You know, someone who kills people who are only trying to help. Nobody. Nobody but you is a pointlessly cruel. Subtitles. The only thing that I care about is how they all bleed. But they all bleed. Do they bleed from their do they bleed from their ass? Or do they bleed from their eyes? I can't tell which. Put that in the comments or in a live stream on how I'm doing that. Like, look at that. Subscribers showing eligibility, showing they. I need 500 subscribers. Audio library. I wonder where that will go. And nobody say up my ass. Because I'll take serious offense to that. Content. Shorts. Yeah. It is uploaded. Now we just need to. Oh my god, 157 views on the previous one. 4 comments. 4 comments. I want to know all of them. Oh. Well then. Yes, I am. I know where I am. What am I going? I don't even know. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. What? was that? I am weird. Don't ask questions. If you ask questions, I will snap your neck internally. Don't click out on me. It's a joke. I love you guys. If you are subscribed, if you're not subscribed, have God have mercy on your soul. And I'm not religious. If I was deeply not religious, I'd be like, have the devil have mercy on your damn soul. Don't take offense to that. I'm just weird in general. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm actually having emotional damage right now. Do not question my weirdness. I do not care whether you live or you die. But one of the words is you say, never gonna give you up. No, Michael Jackson or Rick Ross. Get the out of here. Get your bitch ass out of here. One has a disease that makes his flesh fall off, and the other one sounds like a black man. Yeah. Me. Take emotional damage or have internal damage. One of them is repairable. The other one takes magic and stamina. What's emotional damage? I took 20 emotional damage. I'm dead. No, you're not dead. You just cower in the corner and cry yourself. Yep, that sounds like it. Oh no, I'm thinking back to it. You guys know a D&D series where there's a clown and a bunch of other things. It's D&D. I don't know the campaign, but it is still going currently. And one of the shorts starts off with Gideon, who was the last person you killed? Gideon responds, well, it might have been the clown. The last person you killed says things about themselves no one ever wants to hear. You know I had chlamydia. Dude responds back, Chuckles, you're a mediocre clown at best. I accidentally killed you. I'm starting to think it wasn't an accident. If you know what I'm talking about. No one's saying anything about that. You know what? Get that over here. Close that. Get that out of here.
Take us downstairs to Dad, please. What's that?
And I am back. Because of this stupid live stream. Probably should have turned off my screen sharing before turning that off. Something to myself is not a idea. Yeah, still sharing. I'm gonna watch this. And don't tell me.
Jump into the epic battles of War Thunder. The massive multiplayer vehicle combat action game has just received.
Everyone thought he was a lonely orphan, but his life changes when his childhood crush turns out to be a super dangerous. Asano was a happy young boy, but everything changed one day when his entire family got killed in a tragic car accident. He was the only one who was able to survive with scars and bandages. This scares him so much that he refuses to make any friends, because he can't bear to see them get hurt. The one person who decides to stick by him is his childhood friend Mutsumi Yosakura, who is the only person he ever talks to. Several years have passed by since then, and they have both entered high school, but even after a month of being in the class, he refuses to make any friends. A small group of 3 guys constantly ask him to hang out and to be friends, but he keeps rejecting them every single day, whereas Mutsumi has gotten friendly with everyone and has become a high school idol who is every guy's crush. She walks over to Asano and sits down with him to eat food and tells him to go out with the boys sometimes as they seem friendly, but Asano refuses to make any friends and instead turns it around, claiming that if she wants to be so friendly, why didn't she go out with the 3rd year, who confessed his love for her? She tells him that she was not interested and takes out her lunchbox, but just as she was about to feed him, Hisa, who is the vice principal of the school, intercepts the bite and starts eating it. Asano is surprised as he never heard him coming, while an annoyed Mutsumi tells him to go away. He tells her that he can't stop himself from having her tasty home-cooked food, but decides to leave before telling Asano to meet him in his chambers after school. Later that day, Asano heads over to his office, confused about why he wants to meet with him. He enters the room and is greeted by Hisa, who has prepared tea and asks him to sit down. Asano is extremely uncomfortable because of how close Hisa is sitting, but is shocked when Hisa starts asking about Mutsumi and why is he so close to her. He starts feeling weird, while Hisa starts showing him pictures of Mutsumi ever since she was a 3-year-old child, which is very weird as they have only known Hisa for a month. He continues telling Asano about how hard it is to keep boys off of her, and how he had to beat the crap out of the 3rd-year guy before he promised never to look towards Mutsumi again. Alarm bells start ringing in Asano's head when suddenly Hisa takes out a knife and puts it at Asano's throat in a swift movement, telling him to say his prayers. When everything seemed lost, a white-haired girl enters the room through the window, stopping him and uses a flash.
I'm gonna stop you right there. If anyone puts a fucking knife in my neck, they're gonna have a 3-second chance to have their life flash before their very eyes. I don't look that dangerous. But if I go to a school with a hottie like that, you know I'm gonna be having about 15 separate Glocks on me. Glocks all down my leg, Glocks hitting in my shirt, Glocks on my arm. Bro, I'm stabbed. Bro, just to slash my neck. Sorry about that, but I have level 1 body armor on my neck. Him. What the fuck? No. Yeah. Level 1 says Kevlar. I put Kevlar around my neck. Better get eating.
Flashbang to escape alongside Asano. Evening and finds himself surrounded by a bunch of unfamiliar faces. His social anxiety kicks in and he starts running away into the wall, confused. But Mutsumi tells her not not to worry as these people are all her siblings and he is in the Yozakura house. She introduces everyone, as the white-haired girl is called Fuda, the green-haired guy is Shinzo, the pink-haired girl is Shen, the fur and he is in the Yozakura house. She introduces everyone, as the white-haired girl is called Fuda, the green-haired guy is
That would so totally be me right there. Look at that. Look at that. He's got a gun. He got a gun. My homie. My homie.
Shinzo. The pink-haired girl is Shen. The furry is named Kengo, while the bucket
The furry. Hang on.
guy is Shinzo. The pink-haired girl is Shen. The
Nerd.
furry is
Thank God that isn't actually a full furry in a fucking furry costume. And people say, "What's the dog doing?" Because I think those furries are so power they are not a person you should be like trifling with. They can shoot you down the street like a dog, and their faces will not be on the CCTV footage because they have a fucking furry suit on. And then someone comes in behind. What the dog doing? Everyone dies. I know I'm taking a reference off of the Russian Badger, but they are fucking hilarious. That dude right there on the screen, right there, I'm about to lick someone's toes.
named Kengo, while the buckethead is named Nana. She tells him that buys and feels relieved after finally telling him the truth after hiding it for 10 years. He starts freaking out, but she tells her not to worry as spies are very common nowadays and you can even book them online. He still thinks it's a prank and grabs a gun from Shinzo thinking it's a toy, but it ends up shooting, which scares the crap out of him as his whole life turns upside down in a matter of minutes. Fuda tells him that they are freelancers and actually have a 4.8 star rating on Trustpilot for completing their job. Kengo tells him that Hiza is the oldest sibling who stays the most in the limelight in the spy magazines and is
Hey, yo, why did the bucket have blush marks?
In Albion, no matter where you go or what you do, your mouth
He's the
will accompany you on your journey. Perhaps you'll
so cylindrical. You have to put a bucket to hide.
responsible for boosting the image of their family so much. Fuda tells him that Hiza is the best spy in the entire family and apologizes on his behalf for endangering his life. She tells Asano that when Mutsumi was a child, there was a big accident in which she got terribly injured and Hiza took all the blame on himself. Ever since then, he has become obsessed with the job of protecting her sister no matter what. But all these years he let Asano slide because he was a childhood friend. It all changed recently when they got an online tip on Twitter about someone planning an assassination for Mutsumi. This gave Hiza the excuse to get rid of Asano as well. Suddenly an alarm starts sounding in the house.
Why is a light flashing? That's a red flag right there. But also, fuck. I want to be assigned to the damn thing. Bro has a knife to my neck. Break his arm, bro. He ain't got nothing on me. I would be pulling out that gun in 3 seconds and going pop. I'd just be like, bang, 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 bang. And make sure his furry ass is dead. Well, his black haired ass is dead.
And everyone starts getting on their feet as Fuda tells him off. Asano starts freaking out, but she tells him not to worry as he is probably the safest with them, but honestly tells him that even while fighting 5 against 1, their average win rate against him is only 30%. She turns towards Asano and tells him that the only way his life would truly be safe is if he marries Mutsumi right now. She explains that their household has an unbreakable rule about not killing any family member and even Hiza wouldn't break this rule. All Asano has to do is to exchange rings with Mutsumi and the marriage would be complete and they could live as a family. The word family triggers his PTSD again and he starts breathing heavily, but Mutsumi tells Fuda that it would be very cruel to
PTSD. Post-traumatic post-traumatic PTSD. Post post-trauma syndrome. Post-trauma syndrome.
To Asano, who is scared of making connections with people. Futa apologies for being insensitive, and all of them start getting ready to beat Hiza up, when suddenly they notice that he has already entered the room and is sitting between them. He turns towards Shinzo and tells him that he destroyed all his traps and tells them to hand Asano over, but Futa steps up to him and grabs his tie. She starts swinging him around the air before slamming him to the ground.
That tiny ass lady threw his ass.
As Shinzo uses his robot arms to pin him down and Nana takes some steroids to punch him in the face.
Bro took some steroids. Taking this wildly out of context, bro gets some steroids, makes him so jacked, and smashes his whole head with his head.
While Kengo and Shin take Asano away with them. Unfortunately, Hiza and uses his special move to blast both of them away while he stands up, telling them that they leave too many gaps in their attacks. Asano is stunned to see how strong these people are, while Futa tells them that she will give them some time. She runs over to him as Hiza starts using his spider wire ability to block all her attacks before tying her up to the roof. Shin tells Kengo to hide Asano somewhere, while she takes out her phone and activates some drones that descend from the ceiling and start shooting at Hiza. Meanwhile, Tengo takes them to a different room, and together with Mutsumi, they put Asano behind a hidden picture frame. A little while later, Hiza enters the room after destroying all the drones without a single scratch on his face, only to find Mutsumi and Asano together in the room. He tells her to hand the boy over, but she starts running towards him with a gun alongside their dog. But Hiza is leagues above them and ties her up with her wires before removing her mask to reveal Tengo inside. Knowing that it's of no use, even Mutsumi reveals himself wearing Asano's disguise and tells Hiza that Asano is of no danger to her, but Hiza tells him that there is only one way he won't harm Asano, and that is if she agrees to never leave her home. This catches her off guard as Hiza starts walking towards her, telling her that she will never have friends, never have any romances, any fun, and even will lose her internet privileges, but at least this will ensure that she will stay safe forever. He hugs her as she starts crying as she knows there is no other option, but Asano, who was watching everything through a peephole, reveals himself and tells Mutsumi that she doesn't have to do this. Hiza tells him to piss off as he has no use of him anymore, but Asano shouts at Mutsumi to give her the ring as he is ready to make her his family. Mutsumi cries tears of joy as she takes out one of the rings and throws it towards Asano, who jumps forward to grab it, but to their dismay, Hiza is much faster and uses his spider wires to trap.
He's much faster? I beg to differ. Oh!
Both him and she takes out one of the rings and throws it towards Asano, who jumps forward to grab it, but to their dismay, Hiza is much.
Look at that. The knife penetrated his leg. Yeah, bro's dead.
Much faster and uses his spider wires to trap both him and the ring at the last moment. Just when Hiza thought it was finally all over, Asano shows him his tenacity and strength by powering through the wires that cut his hands to shreds, but he grabs the ring and wears it on his finger, completing the marriage and officially becoming a family member as the others watch. Mutsumi hugs him tightly, while Futa tells a distraught Hiza that now he can't hurt Asano, and will also have to train him so that he can protect Mutasumi at all times. Later that night, Asano gets up to return, and even though Futa offered to drop him back home, he refuses, and decides to head home together as he thinks Hiza needs more mental support right now. He lays down on his bed, looking at his ring and thinking about the crazy day he has had before drifting into a deep sleep. The next morning, he wakes up by an alarm, and the moment he turns his eyes up, he spots Hiza standing on top of him with a knife in his hands. He tries to shank Asano, but he rolls away just in time to protect himself, which impresses Hayes as he claims it was just a friendly test. He asks what the hell is Hayes.
Bro is high. High is high. Wind. Kill the cows. Kill the
Doing in
chickens,
his
kill the
home,
pigs.
and he replies that this is the traditional wake-up call of the Yozakura family. Asano rightfully thinks that Hayes was just trying to kill him, but Hayes claims that this is all part of his training because to be a spy, he needs to sleep while basically keeping his eyes opened. He then tells him to get ready for traditional Yozakura morning exercise and uses his wires to completely tie him up in the air. Meanwhile, Mutsumi was making lunch for the day and hears Asano screams, so she rushes up to see what's happening only to find him suspended mid-air, while Hayes forces his body parts to stretch. She shouts at her brother to let him down, but Hayes simply looks at his watch and tells her that it's time they all left the house. He quickly grabs Mutsumi and their bags before jumping out the window as a bomb explodes inside Asano's house, blowing it to smithereens.
A bro would go to jail. That's one. Endangerment of the people around them. Because all those pieces of the building would probably collapse on someone's dog, collapse on someone's 5-year-old child playing out in the backyard, probably land on someone else's house, killing them, then have it land somewhere else, like a small pebble, launch into some. Yeah, that's what you call manslaughter. Good job, man. And
Hayes
Bob.
puts them down and explains that Asano's house was rigged with a bomb sometime last night. He promises to explain more about it, but tells him to get one thing in his brain, which is the main goal of the family is to protect Mutsumi at all costs. He then tells them to get inside the car, while Mutsumi helps him up. Inside the car, Hayes talks with Shinzo, who found out that the bomb was rigged inside the kitchen, which means that the target of the assassination was Mutsumi. Asano is very confused, but Hayes replies that information spreads very quickly in their lives, and the news about Mutsumi's marriage has spread like wildfire, and almost everyone knows about it. He is still confused and asks why would they target Mutsumi, and Hayes replies that the answer to that is very simple. He claims that Mutsumi is the 10th head of the Yozakura family. Hayes further elaborates about their family history, and over the years, took part in espionage because their bloodline has a special power which gives the Yozakura family children superhuman abilities. According to him, in every generation, one of the Yozakura children are born without any superhuman abilities, and those have historically always been the head of the family. Hayes claims that even though the head doesn't have any supernatural powers, they are the only one who could give birth to children with superhuman abilities. This means that without the head, the Yozakura lineage and its superhuman people will simply go extinct, and that's why Mutsumi is the legitimate head of the family.
Do you have a drink in here?
No.
Here, open your hands. I'll bring you a drink.
And the only person who can keep their bloodline alive, and gets a bit pissed off at the fact that such a loser ended up marrying her. Because their family is so old and famous, they have tons of enemies that want to eradicate the Yozakura family, and the best way to do it is to get rid of Mutsumi. While he was saying this, a car approaches behind them, and some people load and shoot a rocket launcher at them, which the driver manages to dodge in time. Asano gets scared, while Hayes seems completely chill, while their car gets shot at by multiple machine guns. He tells him not.
There you go.
Isn't this your drink?
Not to worry as the car is bulletproof and tells the driver to go faster. The enemies give chase and take out ahead of the limo. While Hayes calmly drinks his tea, Mutsumi tells him not to worry as their pet dog Goliath is the best driver around, which freaks him out even more, while the enemies shoot rockets at them. The sharp turns end up spilling Hai's tea, which pisses him off, so he jumps on the roof and simply uses his wires to block all the bullets while the rocket guy shoots another RPG at him, which gets utterly destroyed by his wires. After styling on them, he throws his wires and cuts the pursuing vehicles to shred, making them explode, and comes back inside as if nothing happened. He tells him that he has married Mutsumi, which means it is now responsibility as well to protect Mutsumi at any cost. He hands Asano a gun and tells him to kill anyone who he suspects and shows him the Twitter account of the person who rigged the bomb at his house. According to Hais, he is one of the best bombers alive and is incredibly dangerous, but one flaw in him is that he is addicted to social media and basically exposes his plans himself. He tells Asano to take care of Mutsumi for the entire day as he has to attend to another job, and threatens to kill him if she even gets a scratch on her. During the pee period, he ends up getting a notification on his phone as the bomber tweets that the second bomb has been set already. He looks around and spots a shadow moving through the corridors.
Haven't played Crossout before? Now is the time. Crossout is a free action-packed game where you craft, ride, and
Hey, Mom. Is this your drink? Dad.
So he immediately heads inside towards the infirmary where
This one.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
All right. Just be good. If you want to grab something to eat, go out there, sit out there on your phone, eat it, and then come back in here. Stand up in your room, okay?
Okay.
And also, overheating. Move the fan to the floor, but put it on like a towel so it doesn't vibrate on the floor.
That's why I have the pants underneath that.
I know, but if you're sleeping on the floor, it's too hot.
Oh, don't worry.
I do worry because if it's directly on the floor, it hurts my ears downstairs.
I know it gets 10 times louder, which is why we leave it out there. What are those?
I don't know. Magnets.
No, not magnets. What's the what to stick to the fan? Look. They're not magnets. They're magnetic. You already kind of is.
Where are you?
Right there. You know, like in your ear, right? I managed to find myself on a live stream. It was
Hello, I am talking to myself.
hi.
You know what you should start telling them?
What?
Your dad jokes. Because they're good.
Some of them are actually a kind of dark.
You know what would be funny on your live stream? If I tickle a little bit of snot on you right now.
They won't hear it.
No, but they'll see it.
I'm now Jesus. Are you trying to put?
No, I'm actually trying to get my hands out.
Are you trying to make me unborn?
No, I'm trying to get my hands out.
Are you trying to make me unborn?
I'm trying to get out of here.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you
Nope.
even dare! Ah! Don't you dare! Bro, just let her rip. Ah, my shoulder.
There you go. There's live stream entertainment.
Bro, let her rip after tearing my shoulder.
I'm okay.
Oh.
Less okay.
Hey, don't touch those cheeks of mine.
Look. I give you back scratches.
You realize you pulled my shoulder, right?
You're screaming.
Probably because you're scratching me.
Screaming. This is so not entertaining. Okay. So what I was trying to explain before is there's a certain amount of bandwidth that we have. If you are live streaming, which you have been for the last 52 minutes, you have used up all of the bandwidth. I can't even check my email on my phone because you're using up all the strength.